Welcome everyone to our commencement celebration. We have a good program set up for you, and we hope that you enjoy it as much as we enjoy conferring you after all of the hard work that you've done to get to this point today. We are going to start the commencement celebration with an invocation from Saul Wax. Saul has been with Gratz since 1975 and has held many positions, including Dean and Chair of the Department of Jewish Education, where he started Gratz's first PhD program. And so now it is my pleasure to introduce Saul Wax.
Welcome and congratulations to the graduates. Master of the universe, we turn to you in prayer as we celebrate the completion of academic programs by these students and the commencement of the next stages of learning in their lives. We are grateful for their dedication, the support they have received from grandparents, parents, spouses, siblings, children, and loving friends. God, we seek your blessings upon the administration, faculty, and staff of our beloved college. Spirit of the universe, accept the prayers of gratitude being offered today. In a world riven by strife and bloodshed, your children have come together at this cathedral of learning, seeking truth and wisdom. They have learned to disagree without being disagreeable, to speak but also to listen, to respect the sincerity of those who hold different points of view. As these graduates move on, preserve within their hearts memories of the sweetness of dialogue, respect for difference, and the quest for truth that they have experienced in this temple of learning. May they go forth and teach others how to engage in respectful dialogue at home, at work, and in the community. Dear graduates, you are now unbreakable links in the chain of the Gratz tradition, a tradition that stretches from 1895 to this very day. Born in the prioritizing of study that has always been a hallmark of Judaism for thousands of years, the college welcomes all people of goodwill who seek to benefit from its gifts. May the spirit of mutual respect and love that are hallmarks of Gratz College grow beyond these walls to envelop the larger society. May we all know the blessings of peace in our hearts, in our homes, and in our society. Amen.
Thank you, Saul. Very nice. Okay, so the next person in the program with opening remarks would be our chair of the board, Kathy Elias. Unfortunately, Kathy couldn't be here today, but we have this recording of Kathy that I'm now going to share.
Hello, I'm proud to serve as the chair of the Board of Governors of Gratz College. I'm also a member of your alumni family. I received my Master of Arts degree in Jewish Studies from Gratz in 2009. On behalf of the Board of Governors, I'd like to congratulate you, members of the class of 2024, for completing your degrees. We are proud of your hard work and scholarship. As a board and as individuals with our own Gratz family histories, we remain dedicated to Gratz College's mission to advance education and applied Jewish wisdom for the benefit of all people. Congratulations.
Okay, and next with opening remarks is our president, Zev Elif. Zev has been president of Gratz since the fall of 2021 and his entrepreneurial approach continues to solidify Gratz's future with new and innovative ideas. It is now my pleasure to introduce Zeb Elif.
Good afternoon, everybody. In October 1813, Thomas Jefferson wrote the following to John Adams. Ethics were so little understood among the Jews that in their whole compilation called the Talmud, there is only one treatise on moral subjects. Continued the third president of the United States, what a wretched depravity of sentiment and manners must have prevailed before such corrupt maxims could have obtained credit. It is impossible, said Jefferson to Adams, to collect from these writings a consistent series of moral doctrine. Well, as you had indicated and you had learned from Professor Wax, we are a community that likes to disagree, but not be disagreeable. And as you heard from our board chair, Kathy Elias, we value both education and Jewish wisdom. So perhaps with undue deference to Thomas Jefferson, I want to study just for a few minutes with you what he called the only agreeable portion of the Talmud, that from the tractate Avot, chapters from our fathers. In the second chapter, and I'll read it in Hebrew just briefly and in English as well. Rebbe Omer, Ezo hi derech yishara she'avor lo ha'adam, which is the path that a person should choose for himself or herself. Kol shehi tiferet lo seha, v'tiferet lo min ha'adam. That which garners honor, kavod, for themselves and also for other people. B'havi zahir b'mitzvah kala, and when one does righteousness, a good deed, a mitzvah, kala kechamura, whether one thinks of it as a negligible one, a kala, a light one, or a chamura, a very important good deed, don't worry about that. She'ena tayodea matan zchran shel hamitzvah. You don't know what will be the collateral impact of your good deeds, of your righteousness. Directly afterwards, like any good son commenting on his father, Rabban Gamliel Bino, Rabbi Gamliel, the son of Reb Yehuda HaNasi, of Rabbi Judah, said the following: Yafa Talmud Torah im derech eretz. Scholarship, Torah study, but I'm going to classify that with a lowercase t. Academic studies. It should be done with derech eretz. It should be done with pragmatism, with other work. She'egiat shnehem yishchat avon, because with the applied. Kathy had indicated in her message that we don't just believe in Jewish wisdom, but applied Jewish wisdom. If one were to take both action and study and synergize them together, that is the best way to stop the evil in our universe. According to one of the great rabbinical commentators, Don Isaac Abravanel, he didn't notice a contradiction necessarily between Rabbi Judah and Rabban Gamliel, that the father and the son, one stressing action of doing mitzvot, of being pragmatic, of being sure that there's activity in this world, versus the studiousness that was implored upon by his son. But nevertheless, towards the end of that chapter, we find a blend of those two principles, those two maxims in the tractate of Avot, the one item in the corpus of the Talmud that Jefferson could get behind. Said Rabbi Tarfon, Hu haya omer, lo alecha hamalecha ligmor. And this is the critical piece. Our work is never finished. V'lo ata ben chorin levatel mimena. And don't get complacent. Don't get so self-assured. When you think your work is done, you don't have the right. You don't have the freedom to relinquish your duty to continue to synergize the pragmatic, the action, with the studies. At Gratz College, we know that most of our students are in the workforce already. You're teachers, you're journalists, you're in the world of philanthropy, you're in government, you're in higher education. All of us are working while we're logging into those Zoom courses or into our Canvas learning management system. We're all working. You've all adopted Rabbi Tarfon's position that it's not just about the studies and it's not just about the action. It's actually the blend, the synergy of the two. So in some sense, I'm preaching to the choir. But nevertheless, the importance at commencement to acknowledge what you have done, to acknowledge what we all have done, your teachers, your staff, your community of learners here at Gratz College, we believe that you cannot separate the two. Education, applied Jewish wisdom, being in the workforce, being in the library, virtual or otherwise, of preparing your term papers, of working together in those group projects, they all blend together to form a confluence, a synergy that makes something quite magical. Whether one subscribes to Rabbi Yehuda Hanassi, or his son Rabban Gamliel, at the end of the day, we all are a part of the wisdom that was imparted by Rabbi Tarfon in that section that I read to you both in Hebrew and English from the Tractate of Avot. We all know that we're not free. We're not free to withhold ourselves from making a difference in this world. And God knows that this is the time that we certainly cannot think that. Congratulations. It's commencement. Commencement means the beginning, not the end. And it's apt here right now to remind each of us that there's so much work yet to be done. Congratulations.
We are now moving into the student speaker portion of our celebration, and our student speaker today is Donna Guerin. Donna has been the director of the Gratz Library since around 2019 and has brought a needed digital approach to a brick and mortar mentality when it comes to library services. In addition, Donna represents our students as a doctoral candidate in the EDD program. And so it is now my pleasure to introduce Donna Guerin.
Thank you, Scott. President-elect, Chair Elias, Dean Moore, faculty and staff, friends and family, and graduating students of the class of 2024, good afternoon. I'm deeply honored and privileged that you have asked me here to say a few words at the celebration of achievement and commencement into the next chapter of these graduates' lives. Thank you. I have been working in higher education for the entirety of my career. When people ask why, I say it's because I never wanted to leave college. Plus, working in libraries is honestly pretty cool. I'm a first-generation college graduate. With the completion of this degree, I will be one 3 times over. I speak to you today as someone who is here because of the transformative power of education. Education has not made me wealthy, but has provided me with privileges and opportunities that others in my family, my ancestors, particularly the women, could only dream of. As part of my doctoral research, I did a case study of a small school in Eastern Kentucky, Berea College. Much like Gratz College, much like Gratz College did at its founding in 1895, accepting women to study alongside men, Berea also welcomed both men and women, as well as Black and white people, to share in education. This type of community in the American South was radical in 1855. The college's founder, abolitionist John G. Fee, was guided by the biblical book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 26. God has made of one blood all peoples of the earth. Today, that is the college's motto. Berea's most famous faculty member, arguably, was Bell Hooks. Hooks was a writer and scholar of race and gender. The bedrock of her work is the exploration of love as a feminist and social justice issue. She writes, "Love is defined as a combination of care, commitment, knowledge, responsibility, respect, and trust." She continues, "Love is an action, never simply a feeling. When we choose to love, we choose to move against fear, against alienation and separation. The choice to love is a choice to connect, to find ourselves in the other. Each of us is an educator, and each of us is a leader, and we can lead with love. In our time as graduate students, we have seen one tragedy after another unfold, here in the US and around the world. These tragedies can trigger many feelings in us: fear, anger, despair, and helplessness. These are all very valid and very real feelings. But what we cannot allow is indifference. Global humanitarian and Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel wrote, "The opposite of love is not hate, it is indifference. We only heal when we are in connection, not when we are in isolation. Love is community, love is strength, and love, as Dr. Martin Luther King believed, is ultimately the only answer." Class of 2024, as you celebrate today and move back into your lives, I want you to remember to lead with love in your classrooms, in your workplaces, and in your communities. In love, as Bell Hooks states, we are best positioned to transform society in ways that enhance the collective good. Thank you.
We will now move in to the section where we are going to talk to you as very, very, very soon to be alumni. And Naomi Hausman, our director of institutional advancement, will be speaking. Naomi joined Gratz in 2017 and continues to work tirelessly as the director of institutional advancement to ensure the outlook of Gratz's present and future. She also works with our alumni to keep them involved in our always expanding community of learners. So it is now my pleasure to introduce Naomi.
Here. I must say that I truly love working at Gratz. I truly love my colleagues, and particularly more so in this moment, having heard this beautiful, inspiring invocation, the wise words of our president, and this incredible address by Donna Guerin. So thank all of you for that. I'm very, very inspired and moved. So first, congratulations to all of you on successfully completing your program of study at Gratz College. As the director of institutional advancement, as Scott noted, one of my great honors is to welcome you as a Gratz alumni. For those of you, and there may be a few who are already Gratz alum from completion of another degree program, I welcome you again to the alumni community. You as alumni are among tens of thousands of Gratz College students who, since its founding in 1895, have advanced their learning, careers, and lives through study at Gratz. You are also now part of our history from the last 129 years. This year, we have many extraordinary graduates for whom it has been an honor to learn, or with whom it has been an honor to learn. I was very moved by some of the comments that this year's graduates shared about their experience at Gratz. Here's just one that jumped out at me. Every discussion, assignment, class, classmate, and professor provided me with opportunities and encouragement to continually grow and improve. I'm eternally grateful to my family and my Gratz family for supporting me on this journey. And another student shared this. Gratz University left an indelible mark on my academic journey, seamlessly blending intellectual rigor with an easygoing and supportive community. Navigating diverse perspectives wasn't just a class activity, it was a mindset shift. Now, armed with this academic versatility, I feel prepared to bring what I've learned about leadership, community building, and supporting others to my professional career. Thanks for all of the wonderful opportunities. And thanks to those students who shared these very thoughtful reflections. So now on with the next chapter in your history at Gratz. We want to help you as Gratz alumnus stay connected, stay supported, and celebrated in your journey. Here are just a few ways you can keep up with Gratz events and be part of the community. You can follow us on social media, of course. We have a weekly newsletter called Coming Up at Gratz. If you don't already receive it, you can subscribe to that from our website. You can check out our alumni page on the website. We have resources, we post job opportunities, And please use the alumni update form to let us know if your contact information has changed over the years. And of course, you can always reach out to me directly at Gratz College. So last but not least, I do want to share that one way that you can express your love and appreciation for Gratz is by making your very first alumni contribution. It just so happens that today is the Power Up Gratz Giving Day. And the whole purpose of today is really to celebrate you and to honor your accomplishments today. It's not a coincidence that we are powering up our community for Giving Day on this day, the 124th commencement. So I invite you and your friends and loved ones to do the same as a tribute to your accomplishment. Our goal this year is to raise, our goal this year is to have 124 donors during this 24-hour campaign, 124 to honor our 124th commencement, and a gift of any size will make a difference in reaching that goal. So again, thank you, welcome, and I look forward to being in touch with you for a long time to come. Good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Naomi. And stay tuned. At the end of this, there will be a very special QR code that you can use to make that donation. And now we move on to the conferral of degrees, where President Elif will be joined by Dean Honor Moore. Honor has been with Gratz since consulting in 2016. She currently chairs the EDD program and has been the dean of the college since 2018. Her depth of knowledge and her leadership have brought stability to the college as we navigate through an ever-changing environment. So, President Elif and Dean Moore, take it away.
President Elif, it is my privilege and honor to present to you those candidates for the following degrees who have been recommended by the Gratz faculty and approved by the Board of Governors. Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Master of Arts, Master of Science, and Master of Education. Dr. Elif.
By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, granted to the Board of Governors of Gratz College by Act of the Legislature in 1849, I do hereby confer upon you the degree which you have earned with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
And now the exciting moment, if you can turn on your cameras as we go into the gallery view, and we will be turning the tassel. So again, your tassel should be on the right. Tassel is a symbol, can symbolize many things. I think of it as the knowledge that you have obtained, and as we move from right to left, it signifies solidifying that. So if everyone can take your tassel, which should be on the right, and move it over to the left. And congratulations. I kind of feel like somebody should step on a glass, but congratulations to everyone.